Always interjected. And all the other action words I cannot think of right now that rhyme. Ladies and gentlemen, BBoy Crumbs!
Yep, first time here. Excited to be here. It's a little cold, snowing, not used to the weather, but it's all good. Having a good time. I think they should have it everywhere, you know. They have their qualifications in different countries, and the more countries they have it in, the better. That's how I look at it, you know. Just building this art form as big as we can get it. There's b-boys in every small little city in every country. So, you know, everybody wants their shot to shine, you know. So the more opportunity, the better. Yeah. Well, it's the same reason why many b-boys from Europe don't come to the U.S. because, you know, the tickets are expensive, and you know, it's not only the flight, but you got to think about hotel, food. You know, it adds up. It's expensive at the end of the day. So that's why you don't see a lot of U.S. b-boys coming for big European events, because if they're not flown out, then they got to fly themselves out, and a lot of people don't have money like that. So it's you know, it's a lose-lose situation. You know, it's b-boys. A lot of b-boys don't have money, broke boys. So I'm not able to travel as much. You know, a lot of other. Good, man. The level was high. I was there, I think, 06 or something, and then last year I went again, and the level got a lot better from my previous year that I was there. So it was good. I was only there for like a day, just for the day of the event. So I really didn't get to do much or really spend time with like different crews and stuff like that. But from what I seen on the stage, really good. I was impressed, for sure. Before that battle happened, I had hurt myself. All 2008, I was injured. I was still breaking, but I tore a ligament in the back of my knee, and I was really breaking just bad. It was the worst year of my career. Horrible. So when I finally got better, when it finally healed up right, I wanted to have a big battle to motivate myself to train harder and get back to where I know I can be, you know. And so we set that up with Hong Ten. I don't remember how it got set up. I don't know. Somebody called me for it, and I was just like, yeah, let's do it, because I wanted to train harder. So I started training like three months hard before that battle, and that was really the first time that I started training again since my injury. So it's not like I trained for a super long time or anything like that, but it was I look at it as me coming back out, you know, as my first step in coming back into the scene, you know, from being away and injured and stuff. So it was good, and I know I'm a lot better than what I showed, and time tells, you know, when you go through an injury and stuff like that, a lot of b-boys don't understand until it happens to them. You know, it's something you got to go through, and you got to deal with it and move on and get better and start from scratch and try to get back to where you were and better than that, you know. So it takes a lot of dedication and hard work, and that was just another stepping stone for me in coming back. So it was cool, man. It's a good battle. Well, nowadays there really ain't too much difference now, because everybody's adapting to all the different styles, you know. If you would have asked me that like in early 2000s or in the 90s, I would say that European style, depending on where, you know, like if you're talking about France, it's more of a flexible style, more sweeps and slides and glides and stuff like that. If you're talking about Germany, then more power moves. So that's a beautiful thing, is each country has their certain style that they represent and that they're the best at, you know, at what they do. In the US, we were more flavor, techniques and footwork and stuff like that, and rocking the beats and stuff, and originality. But you ask me now, really, like, everybody's trying to do everything and mixing it all up. So people are taking what they like from France, they're taking what they like from Germany, they're taking what they like from the US and Brazil and everywhere, the flips, and putting it all together. So everybody's becoming really more well-rounded these days. What I look for? Well, when I judge, I'm really open-minded. You know, a lot of judges I see, they're good judges, but sometimes they kind of just, they like a certain style, you know, so that certain style will probably win, the one that they like, you know. I try to not be like that at all. I like a certain style, of course, I like certain things, but I don't sit there and look for it, you know. I blank my mind, like totally blank. Like I look at myself like I don't like anything when it starts, you know. And the person that impresses me the most is probably the one that's gonna win, you know, depending on if he's doing it to the music, you know. So I accept all styles. It's just about who's mastering their style, you know, who looks clean doing what they're doing. And I appreciate everything, so I'm really open-minded. I don't look for anything in particular. I look for everything. I want to give a big shout out to mobilizacja.pl. Check out the website, all the hip-hop you can take. You know how we do it. Peace and one love. What up, BBoy Crumbs, Style Elements, Monster Squad, California crew, West Coast, all up in here. Representing up in Ireland right now. You're checking out the Skill Masters 4 event. Don't sleep, turn it up, check it out. Peace.